Hey, what is up, investors? I'm Jason, and in this video, we're going to be talking about two EV stocks. But what I really want to be showing is the entire EV market right now, because, like I said in the last EV video, the EV market is really showing a big rebound. We're seeing grain all the way across for the most part. And the ones that I really want to be talking about here are Workhorse and Ride stock, because these two stocks had some pretty big days, and there is a lot of interest in these companies, and I'm going to get to those reasons why in this video. So as we get to it, if you guys don't mind, please do me a huge favor, and please be sure to smash this story and annihilate that like button, because you know that helps me out a lot with the YouTube algorithm, and it helps spread these videos to more people that might find it interesting. Also, subscribe if you have not already, and if you're interested in being a Patreon and joining the private Discord and helping out this channel, I have one. The link is in the description, and there's a pinned comment below. Thank you to all the Patreons. Now let's get to this. Now, looking at Lordstown Motors, ticker symbol RIDE, over the last month here, what we see is that this stock is now trending back up to get to its highest point over the last 30 days. And at the time that I'm making this video, Lordstown Motors has ended the day up 20%, which is amazing to see that this stock is having a really good rebound like that. Of course, there has been a lot of controversy with this stock because of a short report that came out by Hindenburg Research, which made some claims. I talked about that in the last EV video I was talking about. But what we're seeing now is we're seeing this stock making some pretty good trends upward. Now, in my personal opinion, I think that this stock was way too cheap when it had gotten down to a price as low as like $6.50 or somewhere around there. Looks like it actually got to $6.69 at its lowest point. So looking over at where this stock was trading not that long ago, back in February, this stock was trading upwards around $30 a share, $31 a share. And it has come down a lot since then. This stock basically kind of nosedive a bit. And now we're seeing it kind of just shooting up here real fast. So there's a lot going on with Lordstown Motors right now. And one thing is that this stock is becoming a little bit interested by the people over at the Reddit community, Wall Street Bets. So they're liking this stock right now. Of course, the stock had been hit by short sellers, and that's why it's a bit more interesting to a lot of people that are interested in getting one back over at hedge funds and all that stuff. But it is becoming a stock that is talked about in the Wall Street Bets community. And another thing with this stock, though, is that the company just recently announced that they would be doing a week-long event for stakeholders next month. Lordstown Motors RIDE extended gains, with shares surging about 20% in afternoon trading on Tuesday after the firm Monday unveiled a week-long event at its Ohio headquarters for a wide range of stakeholders from June 21st to June 25th. Investors, analysts, customers, and partners will experience firsthand how the production team is preparing the plant for the ramp up to ready for the beginning of early production units for Lordstown Motors Endurance in late September, according to a statement on Monday. Endurance is the world's first all-electric commercial pickup truck. I'm not sure about that. The company said stakeholders will also be able to spend time with the management team during the event. Really what's going on here is this is PR. This is positive PR that the company needs to help get the public interested back into this company. And they have to be quick about this. They have to jump on this, because Tesla is going to be releasing the Cybertruck, and that is going to be coming out here probably before September, when they expect to start production on the Endurance. And the Endurance is going to be a very limited production run for 2021. So Tesla is going to be doing a very limited production run of the Cybertruck as well, but they're going to start releasing that here by I think July, that it should be coming out. They're going to start production of it in June. So that's something to be looking at. That's really what's going on here, is that the Cybertruck will be starting to make deliveries here within a month or two. So keep that in mind. Now, I personally think that there is still a lot of potential, though, for Lordstown Motors stock to go up even more. I mean, this stock still right now where it's at is at the price that the stock was before it was even announced that they were going to be doing a SPAC merger with Lordstown Motors. So if you think about that and you price Lordstown Motors at $10 a share, It's very cheap right now, especially that the company is going to start doing production here very soon. That's much sooner than many of these other EV companies that are out there. So if you just look at it like that, and you look at the price of Lordstown Motors and you compare it to somebody like Fisker, and you go, which one of these is better? Then Lordstown Motors would be the better one because they will be starting production much sooner. And we know how big their factory is that they're going to be making these vehicles out of. And with their partnerships with GM and all that jazz, they do have a lot of potential. But we have to see the public relations of this company looking much better. Right now, it's not that great. And they need to do something about that. They need to get everybody interested back into this company and showing that they can manage this company greatly in a way that we know that will be efficient to be investing into, and their vehicles will be running great. All right, so now we're going to talk about Workhorse, ticker symbol WKHS, and this is a very interesting topic to be talking about this one because there is some things going on here. Now, the previous CEO of Workhorse is the current CEO of Lordstown Motors, and the thing here is that the price that Workhorse was trading for before it was announced that they did not get the deal with USPS, the stock was trading above $40 a share. So it was trading above the highest price that Lordstown Motors has gotten to. But currently, Workhorse's stock is trading for $9 a share right now. So this stock is also one that could be considered very cheap if you're just looking at it as the only catalyst for Workhorse was the USPS deal, which that was the catalyst that many people were invested into this for, and that ended up not being the case. Well, we could be seeing the stock trend back up even more than it already is. I mean, it did move at 9% at the day that I'm making this video, so that is something to keep in mind, that there is a lot of interest right now in this stock, but there is besides the whole USPS deal that this company lost, this company does have patents on the drone delivery service that they have. Now, those patents on drone delivery was something that was helping out Kathy Woods of ARK Invest want to buy shares of Workhorse when the stock price was going down, but really it was really hard to see where the bottom of Workhorse was going to go. And so Kathy Woods, a week ago from today of the date that I'm making this video, on May 11th, she sold 1.5 million shares of Workhorse stock that was from the ticker symbol ARKQ, and that actually made the stock dive down even more. But the bad thing is that the time that she sold that, the stock price now would actually be up a little bit more from that time. So what I'm thinking here is when ARK Invest sold out of their position into Workhorse, that actually sent the stock to the bottom. It sent it to the floor. And now what's going on is that since it bottomed out, we're seeing it trend back up. It couldn't really go down anymore from that point. And really the only way that it's kind of going is up, or it can still go down more. But in reality, there is another catalyst that just might have some potential here. And this was also something that was announced after Kathy Woods sold those positions into Workhorse. And this is something that came out on May 13th, but I didn't even see this as being any sort of possibility when I made the last video talking about EVs, and I kind of just went over Workhorse a little bit. And that is that there is talks again from the U.S. House panel back to an $8 billion shift to USPS to EVs. Here we go again. This is going to be 2000 all over again. And like the last video I made talking about this subject here, that Workhorse could still possibly get that contract from Oshkosh, given that Oshkosh does not make EV vehicles. That might be a reality. I didn't think that was something that we would be even talking about again, but it looks like we might be talking about that again. The U.S. House Oversight and Reform Committee on Thursday voted to authorize $8 billion to quickly shift the U.S. Postal Service, USPS, to an electric vehicle delivery fleet. USPS in February awarded a contract to Oshkosh Corp, ticker symbol OSK, that could be worth $6 billion to build a mix-up of 165,000 gas and EV-powered delivery vehicles instead of choosing Workhorse Group Incorporated, ticker symbol WKHS, to build an all-electric fleet. A final decision on EV USPS funding is likely to be part of a broader infrastructure plan under debate by Congress. So I will be covering this topic on Workhorse and USPS more closely, because there could be possibility of this deal going through again with Workhorse or getting some sort of part of the deal. That's going to be something we're going to have to follow very closely, because that's a very interesting topic right there. So subscribe to get more updates from me on that, because I will be covering that for sure. Now, I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts about these two stocks, of course, Lordstown Motors and Workhorse. And is there anybody that is bullish on these two stocks right now that is investing into them? And do you think that there is potential to see these things go back up? Now, I said in my last video, I think that ride stock, Lordstown Motors, is very cheap. I even think that Workhorse right now is very cheap. But for as far as where Lordstown Motors is, I think that stock could easily go to $14 a share. I think that it's still worth much more than it is even at right now. That's just my personal opinion, not financial advice, or any of this video is financial advice, all for entertainment purposes. And I just think that we have a lot more to see from these two companies, so it's going to be very interesting to follow. So anyways, with that being said, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. More videos coming out all the time. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all in the next video coming very soon.